Hi Flosstube, how are you guys? This is Melanie and this is my channel Mellie Stitches, where I talk about my love of cross stitch, some knitting projects, some life stuff, and make friends. That's the biggest reason I do Flosstube, because I have met so many amazing people and connected with so many amazing people through Flosstube that if you haven't done your own Flosstube, I highly encourage you to do it. It's just a wonderful, wonderful way to meet people and connect and make friends. And I just love it. I love it. So happy December. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. So far, believe it or not, in Michigan, we've only had a light bit of snow. It wasn't anything crazy. And you know, been decorating and getting things ready and lots of busy stuff. Lots of busy stuff happened, but I'll get into some of that. But let's start with whips. So I have been working on gifts. I decided to stitch an ornament. I've never stitched an ornament for a friend. The only stitchy gift I've ever given outside of my family was to Nicole Buckeye Stitcher. I knitted her the Friendship from the Little Sheep Virtues, which was a ton of fun. But this person is very near and dear to my heart. They don't know who they are. And I've been wanting to make them something for a very long time, so I finally found the perfect piece, and I decided it's just gonna happen. So the name of this is, let's see, A Savior Has Been Born. It's by My Big Toe Designs. So let me show you. And this is in the 2017 Just Cross Stitch Ornament issue. These are great. Sorry for the glare there. These are great. There's so many, I mean, you can always find ornaments that you like in these, even though there's some you don't. Definitely worth it. I have so many issues to catch up on. Like I want to, you know, go retroactive and get as many as I can. But this is the one that I'm stitching. Let's see. Get out of the glare. So this is A Savior Has Been Born by My Big Toe Designs. I love the colors in this. I think it's just so beautiful. It's not like the traditional Christmas colors, right? But I just love it so much. So I am stitching this on 32 count beautiful beige. And I'm using all the called for threads. And here's where I'm at. Yay! So I got the whole top bit done. I just have this last bit of the bottom to get done. I love these colors. My Big Toe Designs, brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. I love how they all blend together. It's such a beautiful saying. I really think it's gonna look beautiful as an ornament. I'm so excited. So I already got some stuff to finish it too, because you know, with shipping time and everything, I ordered it early, but I have this fabric that I got from Joann's for the back. It's got little stars on it. It's a gold color with little stars, which I think is just gonna be perfect. And then I got, similar to what the magazine shows, I found one of these glittery, like pre-threaded beads, 7-inch pre-threaded beads. So I'm gonna use that for the hanger. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think that's gonna pick up like the gold tones in it. I think that's so pretty. And then for the trim, I'm gonna try ruching. I've never ruched. Thank you, Vanna Pfeiffer, for all the videos that you do. You are the reason I am going to brave ruching, because I watched your video repeatedly and you've given me courage. I think I can do it. So I'm gonna try to ruche this ribbon, but it's in the color Rust. And it's just a 3/8 inch ribbon. I'm sorry, 5/8 inch ribbon, 100 yards of 5-inch, and it's satin, and it's the color Rust, and I think it's really gonna go well with some of these colors in here. Like this is like a, it's not quite a red, it's like a, you know, like an orangey red. So I think that'll look really good. So thank you, Vanna. I'm gonna give it a try. Wish me luck. Okay, next, there's always a story. There's always a story. So my next whip is Pray by Teresa Kogut. I showed this last time. This angel, she just makes me so peaceful. There's something about her face and the way that she's just at peace in this that I just knew I had to stitch this. I'm stitching this for someone special. They don't know yet. But I just love looking at her. She just, she soothes my soul. And the colors are so beautiful. So I started this piece And I started it on a 32 count amber linen. And I liked it. I did like it. The colors were turning out good. It is a lot darker piece than I realized. Like the colors in this angel is a lot darker. So I guess it was fortuitous that I had to frog out a section. I nipped the fabric. I must be such an impatient frogger because I just got that seam ripper and I was going along and I was watching Hallmark movies and I was going along and I heard the sound and I knew it was not thread that I cut. Yeah. And I was a decent way along into her face. Nothing, you know, so drastic. So I started over. And it actually worked out good because I picked 32 count Heartland instead. And I think it looks way better. So I've been working on this almost dedicated, working on this. And you know, it's, if I had to count it, like 10 by 10 boxes, it's probably 2,000 stitches. So this is what I've got so far. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, I love her so much. I love her so much. And I really, really think this fabric thing worked out for the best. Like I really think those darker colors, like the darker color in her halo and her hair and even, you know, her cheeks and skin tone, I think it looks so beautiful against this just a tinge lighter fabric than that amber was. So I'm really, really happy that it happened. I'm really, really happy that I had this disaster. And I'm excited about this. I had planned to try and get it done for Christmas. I just don't think that's possible. I grossly underestimated, you know, this is full coverage. At least this up to this point has been full coverage, and I grossly underestimated how long it would take. So I'm just gonna enjoy the stitching process and continue on with it. And then when I finish it, I will gift it to this special person just as a regular gift. But I love it so much. It was very interesting too. This piece is very interesting because when you're looking at the pattern, like it calls for silver in her face and like yellows and different colors that you're like, really, silver? I don't know if silver's gonna look good, but it looks so good. Like if I just trusted Teresa and I just stitched exactly what she specified and it just looks so good. The highlighting, I mean, it looks so realistic to me. This is probably the most realistic piece I've ever stitched. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna continue to work on that. That is definitely gonna be a focus through December. And then the third thing that I worked on was my long dog sampler, the token. I've showed this before. Just a beautiful piece. I love it so much. I'm doing mine exactly how Shiloh at X Stitch MD did hers. She picked this color of red. I think it's DMC 814. And I just am doing it on a cream colored linen, 32 count. And let me see how I can show this. So here is the piece overall that I've got done so far. And this motif right here, this one is the one that I just finished. Isn't that so pretty? That is just the best part of this, is you can, each of these individual motifs are their own little beautiful artwork. I think I said that before, but you know, everything is just its own little piece. So it's like you get all these little finishes and then you step it back and it's just, it's breathtaking. I love this one so much. So this was a pretty big motif. I got this one finished. Still a long way to go, but again, I'm just enjoying the stitching process and, you know, stitching on what I want, when I want, which is kind of how I roll. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you my sister Melissa. I've begged her to do a Flosstube with me, begged her. But she just sent me a picture today, as a matter of fact. She's doing the Holly Jolly, the Priscilla and Chelsea chart with the Santa and the mug. I'm gonna insert a picture here of where she's at. She has just loved this piece so much. She has talked about what a joy it's been to stitch and the colors, how beautiful they are. So she's really moving along. She might have it done before Christmas. So yeah, I'm excited to share that. And then let's talk, I'm gonna do my knitting whip now. not even a start yet, but will be a WIP. And then we'll talk plans and then some life stuff. So in my previous video, I had shown you guys a pair of fingerless mitts that I had knit. And we went to an outdoor birthday party for my nephew, socially distanced. And my niece spotted my gloves and she put it on her Christmas list. So sweet. She's so sweet. So her and her sister are gonna get a pair of knitted fingerless mitts for Christmas. It's just so sweet. Her favorite colors are pink, gray, and yellow. So I did a lot of digging into a lot of indie dyers, and it's just limitless what you can find out there. There's so many dyers, so many talented people. I wanted a worsted weight because I did my pair in a worsted weight and I want to use the same needles. So I found the Miami Fiber Company and I posted a picture of this on my Instagram. Look at how delicious those colors are. And it picks up on all the tones that she likes. I just think that's such beautiful yarn. So the name of this is Vintage Hollywood Worsted. If you're interested in checking them out, ooh, that's a really bad glare. Let me see if I can get it. Vintage Hollywood Worsted. Maybe right there's the best it's gonna get. So I love it. It's super soft and just beautiful variegation throughout this yarn. I just can't wait to see how these knit up. And TikTok, today's December 13th. TikTok, I have 12 days to complete 2 pairs of fingerless mitts and they will be done. Oh, and this is 100% superwash merino, 100 grams. So 100 grams will make you 2 pair of easy fingerless mitts. And I will list that pattern again below in case you're a knitter or starting out knitting or want to try it because it's wonderful and it's fibers and all the fibers for all the things. Okay, let's talk haul. Now, the sister that I just had mentioned, my sister Melissa, who is also a cross stitcher, surprised me with this. It is a grime guard, the cutest little grime guard, and she had them put this tag on it. Melly Ellie cross stitch. Isn't that precious? I love it so much. I have to ask her where she got it and then I can link that info. But I just thought that was so sweet. So sweet. I love it so much. I have it on one of my current whips right now and I'm just adoring this. Really good quality. Now let's talk haul. So this haul, in my last video I had mentioned that I've gotten some haul over the months and the last video was just so long because I wanted to go through all my whips that I saved my haul for this one. So I'm just gonna show you some of the patterns I have. And I don't think I've showed any of these before. I don't think. If I did, well, you just get to see them again because who doesn't want to look at patterns all day? So the first one is by Plum Street Samplers, Sheep Heap. I love these so much. These are just adorable. So I can't get over that chubby bottom sheep, the white one. So I definitely want to stitch that. Love that one. And then I really got into these basket full of. So basket full of springtime, basket full of autumn time. These are by Brenda Gervais. The colors in these are so beautiful. Look at the pastels in this one. Basket full of springtime. Look at the soft chocolate color in that bunny with the little chicks. Oh my gosh, and that purple in the spring. I love it. And I love stitching houses, and there's a house in the basket. So yes, please, I will stitch that all day. And then the Halloween one that I got is Basket Full of Autumn Time. And I love when they show witches like this. There's a couple of patterns that have witches like this. They're just so cute. They have the tiniest little bird feet ever and that long hat. And I love animals. So that little cat. And look at those beautiful colors. Look at those oranges. So yes, I definitely have a plan to stitch all these. There's summertime, I know, and I believe there's wintertime too, I believe. So I'm really excited to do those and then have kind of like an interchangeable situation going on. Love it. And then my last video I showed you, I discovered Waxing Moon Designs. and all their amazing trios that they've got. So many amazing trios. So I started the Valentine trio, and I finished the first one. And I have to do the other two because I have an idea of like my shelf, and yeah, I have the ideas. So for said shelf and interchangeability for seasons, I also got Spring Trio. How cute are those? I love stitching houses. The rainbows. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty those colors are. I love the bright colors. I just think it's so cute. So cute. So after I finish the Valentine one, I definitely want to get working on these so that I can display spring and then summer and then fall and then winter. I just need 12 hands to do all the stitching, and that's cool. Maybe I'll take some vitamins. All right, and then lastly, this piece. You guys all know this piece. Heartstring Samplery. His eye is on this sparrow. Heidi Cran has done this piece. Jen Lee from Quirks and Stitches has done this piece. Just so beautifully. I can't even get over all the animals in there. I'm a big time animal lover. I would have 30 dogs if I could. And this piece is just so beautiful. I'm super excited someday to kit this up and stitch it. It's a lot, right? It's a book. It's a book. But I just love it so much. And they stitched it. Oh, and Cindy from Cindy's Cross Stitch is also stitching this. I think there was one more. She is in progress of stitching it. So if you want to see and follow along with her progress, go stop by her channel. I love this one so much. Okay, let's talk life updates. So I'm gonna insert a couple very sweet pictures here. My mother turned 60. Happy birthday, Mom. She's a December baby, and a very small group of us got together and gave her a few presents. And my sister Megan made amazing cupcakes and found the cutest little things. Little 60 toothpick things to stick in them. She's so good with. Megan is the one who takes my Instagram pictures when they actually look nice, like they're all set up with like background stuff. And she actually started an Instagram. It's called Making Pretty Plans. For those of you out there who are in the Happy Planner rabbit hole, she does the best layouts. I'll link her Instagram below. If you like planners and stickers and all the fun things, check her out. But I'll insert a couple pictures here. And then we also had a really good time tonight. We had here in Michigan at the DTE Energy Center concert venue, they turned it into a huge drive-through Christmas light display, and it was so wonderful. It was so wonderful for all of us to just, we were in our own cars and we got to go through the display and see it, but still have that sense of togetherness. They did a heck of a job. If you are in Michigan, local, it was $25 for a car, and it was just the most beautiful light display. I'll insert a couple of pictures here. And what made it so special is my grandmother Lally, the one you all have prayed for, and I appreciate it so much. All the good vibes and well wishes. They have been working. She's doing well, and she came with us tonight, and she was so excited to see it. She said it's the most Christmas light she's ever seen, and it really, really was a good time to be able to share that with her. So that was wonderful. That was a really, really good time. A couple other things I've been doing. So I put up my Christmas decorations, and I have to share this with you guys who are Snoopy fans, because I know there's a lot of Snoopy fans out there like me. I have collected houses, village houses for years, and my grandmother, Lolly, actually passed on some to me. And so my village gets a little bigger every year. But what I decided to do is not just make it a Christmas village, but a Snoopy Christmas village. And so I'll insert a couple of pictures here. And you can see that I just collect every year. I get a new collectible with the Snoopy or the Peanuts gang, and I put it in the village, and the kids love it. It's just makes me happy. It's such a fun thing. And the other thing I've been doing, I am working from home. So I'm an engineer that works at Ford Motor Company, and they have us all working from home remotely to stay safe. And so I sit at my kitchen table most of the time and do my work, and I put up 2 bird feeders right outside my kitchen window, and it is so wonderful. I know that Cindy from Cindy's Cross Stitch is a big bird watcher. She always posts amazing pictures of, you know, cardinals and blue jays at her feeders. I'm going to insert a picture or 2 in a video here. They are just the happiest little, it's like a whole flock of sparrows. They come in the morning and they get in my tree, and my tree is kind of a sad looking tree, like the back of it's kind of not growing anymore, and I have considered taking this tree down. But they come in the morning and they get in this tree and they eat the seed, and they're on the feeders, and then they just start singing and chirping and talking all morning. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. And I have had both a male and female cardinal and a blue jay show up, so I'm really enjoying that. I hope you enjoyed the couple of pictures that I put in. It brings me joy. And lastly, before I wrap up, I've been watching a lot of Flosstube, and there's so many people I want to shout out, so I have to regularly start doing this. The first person is Leanne from Small Town Stitches. She is from Michigan like me. We spoke a bit. We're definitely going to meet up for a stitchy goodness once all of this is over. We're going to do another stitchy meetup like we did about a year and a half ago now. So yeah, we're gonna meet up, but she's a mom and she is a nurse. She has a very demanding nurse job, and she still manages to get crafting in on top of all of that. She does crochet, and she's currently doing a Flossmas, so stop by and check out her channel. I'll link it below. Next is the Contented Stitcher, and this is Kim Goldman, my friend that I met when I first started out my floss tubes. I did a giveaway for a snowman pattern, and she stitched it, and it's so much fun. She stitched it and she put it in the background in one of her videos, and I'm just so happy to see it stitched. It makes me so happy that she used the pattern, and she's such a talented stitcher. I mean, she does her videos and her whole background is just beautiful, beautiful pieces of cross stitch. So you have to check her out. She's just the sweetest, sweetest person. And then finally is Janet Jabber. And what a sweetie she is. She's stitching like crazy. She just did a video where she finished a bunch of things as well. And she just is really such a happy person. She always puts a big smile on my face when I watch her. So I love the videos you guys are doing. Please keep doing them. Please consider doing floss tubes if you haven't. I love meeting people. I love seeing the faces. We can all use all the joy that we can get right now. But I will probably be back in a couple weeks. I'm going to be working very hard on all of these Christmas projects and getting things done. I hope you're enjoying the holiday season. I hope you get out and see some Christmas lights and just feel grateful for all of the things that we do have and all of the blessings we do have in our lives. I know it's a tough time mentally for a lot of people right now, but I've really, really tried to focus on how grateful I am, and truly how much we have to count for blessings. It's just, you guys are all a blessing to me. I come to this community all the time. You know, social media can be a hard place sometimes, and I love coming to Flosstube and to Instagram to just see joy and beautiful crafting and kind people, and I love it so much. I love it so much. So I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you again in a couple weeks. Bye.